Welcome back to Fast Track. This week in sports, we'll take a look at how the Boilermaker basketball teams are battling it out on the court. We'll also catch up on some highlights of the women's tennis team and see how the Big Ten Conference is honoring Black History Month. All this and more coming up.
Now we'll see one Boilermakers record-breaking night when they took on Penn State Nittany Lions. On Thursday, February the 19th, Purdue took on Penn State in State College, Pennsylvania, and right off the bat, Fakara Malone hits 3 of her 9 points with a swish. Next, you're going to see some tenacious D at half court. Malone's going to intercept the pass and use her speed right here to outrun the camera for 2. And then next, you're going to see Jody Howell pop out for a similar screen play, and this shooter's bounce adds to the team's shooting percentage of 43%. But it's not all lucky, as Danielle Campbell powers up for 2 of her 13 with a skillful move right there. There wasn't much for the Nittany Lions to brag about in its 19-point first half, but Julia Trogel will hit a shot right here to keep Purdue honest. But this is a more common occurrence. Purdue had 10 steals this game, this one by Kiki Freeman. They're going to find court general Fakara Malone in the middle of the court, and she's going to get it to Jody Howell, who will drive in for 2 and the foul. She would also make her free throw, but the big story tonight would be Lindsey Wisdom-Hilton's record-breaking night. She would become Purdue's all-time leading rebounder and get her 10th double-double of the year with a 12-point and 12-rebound performance. But the second half was a different story, as Brianna O'Rourke gets a steal from an errant pass by Danielle Campbell and takes it coast-to-coast for 2 points right here. And second half score would actually be 33-32, barely in favor of Purdue, but it would be too little too late to overcome for the Nittany Lions, as Campbell, Howell, Freeman, and Wisdom-Hilton were all scoring in double figures for the night. The Boilers are also on a 4-game winning streak.
So how does the women's status look for the NCAA tournament?
Well, ESPN.com had them as a 7th seed this week, but we'll have to see what happens after that game against Michigan.
Absolutely. Well, I know the men look to be guaranteed a spot in the NCAA. Let's take a look to see how they helped or hurt themselves this week for a seeding spot.
The highest score of the Big Ten season so far for the Boilers was achieved on Saturday when they beat crosstown rival Indiana University 81-67. E'Twaun Moore blew up with a season-high 26 points while tying a career high with 5 threes. Juwan Johnson also added his 5th double-double of the year with 14 points and 10 rebounds. Then, late in the second half, there was another violent-looking play when Indiana's Tom Pritchard caught Robbie Hummel in the head with his shoulder right here, and Hummel would be okay, but there would be a series of aggressive plays afterwards that were triggered by a warning by the referees to prevent more of the same. Either way, the Boilermakers came out on top, and ESPN.com's Joe Lunardi predicts them as a 4 seed playing against Nevada in the West bracket if the tournament started this week. So what's going on in other Purdue sports around campus? Bree has this week's roundup.
The Purdue swimming and diving team has received yet another recognition. Ashley Carnes was awarded the Big Ten Diver of the Championships on Sunday. Carnes, who is a junior at Purdue, opened the competition by earning her first career conference title.
The Purdue women's tennis team opened the Big Ten Conference season by grabbing a victory against Penn State 6-1 on Penn State territory. Purdue will turn to its home court on March 8th against Illinois.
A 7th-inning rally helped the Purdue softball team clinch a win against Auburn on Sunday, 3-1, giving them the Auburn War Eagle Classic title. The Boilermakers scored 3 runs on only 4 hits in the 7th inning to secure their victory. The team will take the field again on March 8th at the Buzz Classic in Georgia.
In an effort to celebrate achievement of African Americans during Black History Month, the Big Ten campuses announced a list of student athletes to be recognized in the Big Ten Black History Month website. Purdue's former football player Forrest Farmer is on this week's featured story. Check out the Boilermakers' former linebacker on the Big Ten website.
And that's all for your weekend sports.
For more information on Purdue sports, log on to www.purduesports.com.
There are hundreds of Purdue athletes who spend hours in the gym but are never seen on TV, let alone on the court or in the field. Jennifer Guy brings us the story of one of those athletes, a Purdue bodybuilder.
As kids, our parents encourage us to join sports teams and have a healthy lifestyle. For one Purdue student, his sport is his lifestyle. Steve Bush is a senior majoring in health and fitness, and he is a bodybuilder. Steve started getting into weightlifting when he was about 14 years old. However, for the past 5 years, he has been living the lifestyle of a bodybuilder. By changing his diet and eating right, it has helped him excel. Along with working out with a trainer on a weekly basis, he now curls 65 pounds on one arm during a normal workout. 6 to 8 weeks before each competition, the real work begins. Steve eats a strict diet during that period and works out every day. But don't think the off-season is easy. A bodybuilder must take care of themselves all year round.
Now here's a look at what the weather's like around the country.
go ahead and take a look at what's happening across the nation this weekend. We'll start by taking a look out west. We see there's some rain chances up in Washington area, partly sunny skies in California, and it's going to be particularly dry in the Phoenix area. We see a high pressure system is dominating much of the Great Plains region, keeping it nice and sunny. However, our main focus for the day on Saturday is going to be the system on the East Coast. We see a low pressure system will develop along the cold front that we saw push through the Midwest throughout the day on Friday. This is going to bring a lot of rain, especially to the southern part of the United States. And we can see that there will be rain in the Carolinas region. However, a little further north, it could be snow, and it could end up being a significant amount of snow for parts of the east. When we look at day at Sunday, we see that system will move off the coast, bringing still some slight chances of snow up north and some rain further south, but for the most part it will not be as significant as we saw throughout the day on Saturday. Out in the Great Plains region, we see the high pressure system continues to dominate, and we do see a system move onto the coast of California, bringing some rain chances for much of California during the day on Sunday. Now, if you're doing any local traveling, take a look at some local cities. We see Indianapolis will be in the 30s throughout the weekend, Chicago a little bit cooler in the lower 30s, close to the upper 20s. Evansville will be a little bit warmer in the mid-30s, upper 30s, but there is a chance for some significant snow showers on the day on Saturday. Taking a look at a little bit closer view, we see that one of the last home games for the Purdue Boilermakers will be this Saturday, February 28th at 4 o'clock. Temperatures will be 36 and no precip in sight, so it'll be partly sunny but a little breezy. And that's it for your national weather. Let's send it back to the studio.
Coming up, we'll take you to the launch party of a new novel.
And we'll have your entertainment, technology, and community updates. Stick around.